Hi, I'm Scott Davis. Welcome to New World Birth. By accessing this presentation, you're inviting me to share this information regarding our passage through this challenging and yet very hopeful time we're currently living in. This is the prenatal care for the birth of a new world age report for the Gregorian date of October 16th, which is also one star in the Mayan Tzolkin calendar. And we're currently just past the beginning of the 7th day of the 9th wave universal cycle of the Mayan Tun calendar. We hit the beginning of the 7th wave on October 11th, and we'll reach the peak of that 7th wave on the 19th and 20th of October. And on October 28th, all 9 levels of the Mayan Tun calendar will complete. So they're all currently in the 7th day of each level, and on the 28th we complete the Mayan Tun calendar. October 16th is one star, which carries the themes of abundance, playfulness, fertility, growth, ripeness, physical pleasure and spiritual inspiration, artistry, creation, joy, and humor. One star is also known as one rabbit and one Venus, and the glyph for star is the planet Venus, which is associated with death and rebirth, as Venus disappears as the evening star and then reappears as the morning star. In the north, this is a time of harvest, and all over the earth we're experiencing the 7th day fruition of all 9 levels of the Mayan Tun calendar. I think this 13-day period would be a great time to be grateful for any abundance you have or harvest in your lives, whether it be food or spiritual insight. I thought that since this is the final trecena, or 13-day period of the Mayan Tun calendar, I'd look at each day and the day sign associated with it as we explore the astrological transits. So astrologically, the one star trecena begins with Mercury being stimulated by Pluto, which brings a deep level of integration of new information. And with one star, that has the quality of unity through gratitude. On the 17th, we have two offering, which is duality experienced through appreciation for creation. And astrologically, Mercury is opposite Jupiter, which is positive energy to expand our knowledge and communications. On October 18th, it's 3 dog, which is the quality of being active, enjoying our families and friends. And on that day, the moon is challenged by Uranus and feeling tension from Pluto, which may have people feeling uncertain emotionally. The 19th is the peak of this 7th day of the universal 9th wave cycle. And in the Tzolkin calendar, that day is 4 monkey, which is about stability through new beginnings. And it's also the 4th quarter moon, which is being challenged by Saturn and the Sun, which shines a light on any feelings of limitation we have. October 20th is another peak day of that 7th day cycle. And in the Tzolkin, it's 5 road, which is about empowerment through serving others. And with the moon in Leo, it has this quality of releasing the emotions of the previous few days through a spark of creativity. The 21st is 6 read in the Tzolkin, which is being in the flow with home and family. And astrologically, we've got the sun supported by Neptune, which draws in spiritual energy and idealistic thoughts. October 22nd is 7 Jaguar, which is reflection experienced through being in nature. And that day, Venus is being supported by Ceres, which brings a focus on aesthetics. On 8 Eagle, which is balanced through seeing from a higher perspective, the sun enters Scorpio and begins a month of increasing intensity and passion on October 23rd. The 24th is 9 transformation, which is about patience while completing the old. And on that day, Mercury is being supported by Ceres, which brings up thoughts about our health. And the Sun is being supported by Chiron, which shines a light on our healing. The next day is 10 Earth, which is manifestation of gratitude for Mother Earth on October 25th. And with the Libra moon being stimulated by Mars and merging with Saturn, it brings a day with a lot of energy, but also is a good day to do planning. The 26th is 11 Flint, which is about finding resolutions through introspection. And that day we have Mars in harmony with Saturn and challenged by Venus. So it could bring some friction and feelings of restriction in our relationships during the Scorpio new moon, which is enticing us to go deeper in our psychological, emotional, and spiritual journey. On the 27th, it's 12 Storm, which in the Tzolkin, which is understanding through seeing the gifts of adversity. And with the moon merging with Mercury and being challenged by Mars, this really brings a lot of emotional insights. And then October 28th, this is the final day of this entire calendar that began with the Big Bang. And on that day, it's 13 Ahau, 13 Light, Lord of Light and Lady of Light, in the Tzolkin, which is about completion and ascension through ancient wisdom. And astrologically, we've got the Sun opposite Jupiter in harmony with Pluto, which is also being supported by Jupiter. So this is optimistic, transformational energy, bringing new hope and fertility for our dreams. There have been people who've been commenting that the changes brought on by the completion of the Mayan calendar, the Mayan Tun calendar, were not as significant or did not manifest as they expected. And I've been thinking about this, and when I think of pregnancy, which this is a 16.4 billion year gestation model, I realized that during most pregnancies, the experience is mostly a personal experience between the mother and the child. I know other people try to kind of connect with this, but ultimately it really is a connection of the mother and the child during the pregnancy period. It's after the baby is born that the child truly impacts and is impacted by the family and the community. And when I think about the Tun calendar shifts, it really feels like it's really impacted individuals more deeply than the collective. But the collective has been impacted. Astrologically, when I'm looking into the future, I see that we're going to have this intense Uranus-Pluto square that is going to have 7 exact hits between 2012 and 2015. And those hits will yield dramatic change to the collective. So the systems that we thought might fail during the completion of the Tun calendar, in my opinion, they will not survive the Uranus-Pluto squares of 2012 to 2015. And what I'm feeling is that those of us who had really dramatic shifts during the period of this universal 9th wave cycle, those are the people who are going to be out in the world and have sort of a purpose of trying to be guides and help other people when we get into this Uranus-Pluto squares of 2012 to 2015. To me, we talk about this level being about unity consciousness, and for me, unity consciousness is about being in the flow of nature and the flow with the planet and the flow with the cosmos, and surrendering to the moment, because really now is the only time you can be in flow with anything. And the previous level, this cultural level or the regional level of the Mayan Tun calendar, that was the last level that we had an experience of unity consciousness. And if you think about what was going on in that time, that's when humans were really, they were the children of a divine Mother Earth. And to me, what I'm seeing a lot of is I'm seeing a lot of people moving towards recognizing the divinity of our planet, and that we are part of this ecosystem, and we are a product of it, and that what we need to connect to is this planet, and really start to take seriously our jobs as the stewards of the three dimensions of the third dimensional space. For me personally, this time period has yielded amazing personal growth, the commitment to living an authentic life, amazing new awarenesses and magic, and I've had events that I previously believed would be completely impossible, and then watched them occur right before my very eyes. On this final installment of prenatal care for the birth of a new world age, I'd like to thank you for sharing this journey with me. It's taken shape on some levels due to your comments and questions, and I feel blessed that we've had this experience together. I would like to thank, and this list is not exhaustive, but I'd like to thank some folks. First of all, Ian Lungold, who introduced me to the Mayan calendar, Carl Coleman, whose research has been just so important for this whole process, Barbara Han-Clow, who has integrated this information on many, many levels for many of us, Jose Aguilas, Joseph Campbell, my friend Mike Shore, and the good folks down there at Mayan Magics just have been awesome for me. Haley Hart, Alicia, Haley, Tim, and the rest of the keepers at Tree of Life Celebration. Just an awesome group of folks, and they've been just wonderful. The various communities that have reached out to me, Shift of Ages, Shaman Angels, Consciousness Shift folks, William and Viola at Tzolkin Tresena Notes, Kenneth Johnson of Jaguar Wisdom, astrologers such as Lynn Hayes, Carol Jackson, Elsa P., Robert Hand, and my good friend Stuart Smith. From the human design community, Ra Uruhu, J.R. Randy Richmond, Jenna Oblivion, Teresa Blanding, Alyssa, Mark, and all the rest of the folks in the study group. I also want to thank the radio shows that have invited me to be a guest on them. The White Mountain Hypnosis Center, Elizabeth Irwin, who drew this chart here that we've been using for the last year, as well as my family and my friends, Artie, Joyce, Davey, Christine, John, Linda, and Sharon. And then there's many folks that I've connected with on Facebook and YouTube. And I just want to let you know that my gratitude towards everyone is immense. As I've said before, if you're struggling with this energy, please continue to take care of yourself and those you love. The intensity of this opening of the Mayan Tun calendar will last another 13 days. I want to thank you for checking out New World Birth. On October 29th, I'll be starting a new video series called Care and Feeding of a New World Age, which will include the One Crocodile Tresena report, which will begin the opening of a brand new Tzolkin round. We'll also talk about the Taurus full moon, and I'm going to give a description of the Mayan fifth world, which is also the Aztec sixth world, and also we'll be beginning a bright, shiny new world age. As always, it is such a blessing for me that you've connected with this. I am very, very grateful to have had this experience with you, and so thank you. As always, feel free to check us out on Facebook or YouTube. And I always invite folks to email me at newworldbirth, all one word, at yahoo.com. And just to say that the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.